sejahtera untuk kita semua. Salam sehat dan salam kebajikan. Perkenalkan, nama saya Hanny Angrainy, biasa dipanggil Miss Hanny atau Hanny. Saya merupakan Kepala Program Studi Teknologi Pangan di Universitas. Pada kesempatan ini, saya akan memperkenalkan mata kuliah Food Trends dan Teknologi dengan nilai bobot 2 SKS yang diajarkan pada semester 3 untuk mahasiswa Teknologi Pangan di Universitas. Video ini disusun sebagai salah satu persyaratan dalam penyusunan pernyataan diri dosen pada Unjuk Kerja Tridharma Perguruan Tinggi untuk Sertifikasi Dosen Gelombang I di tahun 2026. Melalui video ini saya akan menjelaskan gambaran mata kuliah Food Trends dan Teknologi, mulai dari deskripsi mata kuliah, capaian pembelajaran, materi yang akan dipelajari, metode pembelajaran, hingga sistem penilaian yang akan digunakan selama periode semester mata kuliah Food Trends dan Teknologi ini. Mata kuliah Food Trends dan Teknologi merupakan mata kuliah yang mempelajari mengenai perkembangan tren dan teknologi dalam industri pangan, baik di tingkat nasional, lokal, dan juga internasional. Dalam mata kuliah ini, kita akan membahas bagaimana perubahan gaya hidup, konsumen, perkembangan ilmu pengetahuan dan teknologi, inovasi, serta kebutuhan konsumen yang mendorong terciptanya berbagai inovasi di industri pangan. Selain itu, kita juga akan mempelajari bagaimana teknologi yang dapat memberikan solusi terhadap permasalahan-permasalahan yang terjadi di industri pangan saat ini maupun yang akan datang. Selanjutnya, saya akan menjelaskan mengenai capaian pembelajaran lulusan atau CPL yang didukung oleh mata kuliah ini. Mata kuliah Food Trends dan Teknologi memiliki 3 CPL program studi teknologi pangan. Yang pertama, mahasiswa diharapkan memiliki kemampuan untuk terus belajar dan mengikuti perkembangan ilmu pengetahuan serta teknologi sehingga mampu beradaptasi dengan perubahan di bidang sektor teknologi pangan. Yang kedua, mahasiswa mampu berpikir secara global baik secara kritis maupun logikal dengan memahami berbagai perspektif lintas disiplin ilmu serta kasus-kasus dari ilmu sosial dan budaya dengan lingkungan yang berkaitan dengan sistem pangan. Ketiga, mahasiswa memiliki penguasaan terhadap konsep-konsep dasar ilmu dan teknologi pangan sebagai bekal dalam mengembangkan inovasi di industri pangan, baik secara lokal maupun global. Untuk mendukung capaian pembelajaran lulusan tersebut, mata kuliah ini memiliki 3 capaian pembelajaran mata kuliah atau CPMK. Yang pertama, CPMK pertama adalah kemampuan untuk menjelaskan tren pangan global maupun lokal, memahami bagaimana inovasi dan revolusi teknologi dapat mengubah industri pangan, serta mengembangkan ide produk yang sesuai dengan kebutuhan konsumen. CPMK kedua adalah kemampuan mahasiswa tersebut dalam menerapkan konsep-konsep dasar dari food science seperti food chemistry, food processing, nutrition, dan food safety dalam mengevaluasi maupun mengembangkan produk-produk pangan yang diciptakan berdasarkan tren dan teknologi terbaru. Sedangkan CPMK ketiga adalah kemampuan menganalisa perubahan budaya, lingkungan, dan isu-isu global terhadap perkembangan sistem pangan dan industri sehingga mampu mengambil keputusan secara komprehensif. Untuk mencapai CPMK tersebut, pembelajaran dibagi menjadi beberapa sub-CPMK atau learning goal. Pada tahap awal, mahasiswa akan mempelajari konsep dasar industri pangan, revolusi industri, inovasi, serta peran teknologi dalam industri pangan. Selanjutnya, mahasiswa akan mempelajari berbagai tren pangan dan kesehatan, perilaku konsumen, serta perkembangan teknologi yang dapat mempengaruhi perkembangan industri pangan. Lalu, pada tahap berikutnya, mahasiswa akan belajar mengevaluasi bagaimana aspek tren tersebut berpengaruh kepada aspek berkelanjutan, mengembangkan ide produk inovatif, menerapkan konsep ilmu pangan dalam pengembangan hingga kelayakan teknologi dan nilai gizi pada suatu produk pangan. Dengan demikian, setiap topik yang dipelajari selama 16 sesi ini akan mendukung pencapaian CPMK secara bertahap dan terintegrasi. Proses pembelajaran akan dilaksanakan melalui kombinasi kuliah interaktif, diskusi kelas, studi kasus, penugasan individu, serta kuis yang dirancang untuk membantu mahasiswa memahami perkembangan industri pangan secara lebih mendalam. Oleh karena itu, partisipasi aktif selama perkuliahan sangat diharapkan agar proses belajar mengajar menjadi lebih bermakna. Selanjutnya mengenai assessment atau grading kriteria, kami melibatkan pada penilaian mata kuliah terdiri atas class active participation sebanyak 10%, lalu kuis yang dilakukan sebanyak 2 kali sebesar 20%, Lalu ujian tengah semester atau yang kami sebut dengan midterm sebanyak 30% dan final examination sebanyak 40%. Oleh karena itu, saya berharap setiap mahasiswa dapat mengikuti seluruh assessment ini dengan secara aktif, mengerjakan tugas dengan baik, serta mempersiapkan diri untuk ujian baik tengah semester maupun akhir semester. Demikian pengenalan mata kuliah Food Trends dan Teknologi. Saya berharap mata kuliah ini dapat memberikan wawasan mengenai perkembangan industri pangan saat ini sekaligus mempersiapkan mahasiswa menjadi lulusan yang mampu beradaptasi terhadap perkembangan global teknologi pangan dan juga perkembangan trends-trends yang ada di dunia internasional maupun nasional. Berikut adalah sesi pembelajaran ke-9 pada mata kuliah Food Trends dan Teknologi dengan topik Global Trends and Next Gen Expectation. Terima kasih. So, good morning everyone and welcome to session 9. Today, we're gonna learn about the global trends and the next gen expectations. Anyone knows what is actually happening nowadays? What happened, what kind of food and beverage which is impacted from overseas, and then you kind of try it because you are FOMO. You know FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. What about JOMO? Anyone knows what is JOMO? Joy of missing out is actually the opposite of FOMO. So the JOMO people will wait for some things like everyone queue up for a certain pastry. And then the FOMO person will be in those line. But the JOMO one is the one who wait outside to say that, maybe it's just because I have very limited budget, I need to know whether it is worth it or not. Okay, with this 20,000 for a cup or maybe 65,000 for matcha. Nowadays, they even have the 400,000, right, for a glass of matcha. Do you want to buy it? Or you just need to wait until people review it, whether it is worth it or not, okay? So, today's sessions, ever heard about this? I know I pay Indomie, let's say, for 10,000 or even 3,000 if you buy a pack of Indomie, right? A pack of instant noodles. But when you buy in a cafe, it costs you like 75,000 because they use Wagyu beef or they use, I don't know, any fish and chips from New York, fish and chips with Indomie. So you eat the combinations between fish and chips and Indomie, even ketoprak. So they combine together. So it's like a level up. You want something which is familiar with you. You know about ketoprak, you know about Indomie, but you want something more fancy. You want something more interesting because you pay 75,000 not for a cup, no, not for a bowl of Indomie, but what did you buy? If you buy 75,000 for Indomie with fish and chips, so what is actually that you buy? Experience? What else? And then social media. So you buy the value of it. Okay, the value of being perceived as something which is a FOMO person, which is, she's very up to date. Okay, so today's learning outcome, there are 5 learning outcomes. First is you need to understand the novelty of being something familiar into something premium. Do you know kue cubit? Okay, you know what kue cubit? Jajanan sekolah? Okay, so now, kue cubit you can even buy in, let's say, in Union Cafe for a price for 125,000, for example. So they use like red velvet one. Okay, it is something that you are familiar with, the kue cubit, but it is something more upgrade. Okay, and then second one is you apply hyper local flavors. Have you ever heard about kecombrang? But in, let's say, in fine dining restaurant. So instead of having kecombrang in nasi goreng, so they put a duck confetti with truffle together. So it's a combination between the Western and the local. Okay, and then AI. Of course, you guys know about AI, right? Who doesn't use AI nowadays? But what kind of AI that can you use? You can use AI for creating a product or getting something trends. What is trend in Korea instead of banana milk? What is something happen in Korea? Maybe social media cannot tell you that specific one. So you ask AI because you want to develop that into Indonesian food and beverage concept. Okay, and then last one is, what about plant-based? Anyone consume plant-based? Do you know why plant-based? Do you know about plant-based? That you eat a burger like Whopper, but it's actually from tofu, mushroom, broccoli. Why it is failed? Do you know what happened? Why it doesn't work? Why people refuse that? Because of the flavor. Yes. What else? The price is so expensive. You buy a price for mushroom, but it is triple than the meat itself. So they try to fake the meat, taste like meat, but it is actually not meat. So people get bored. So they just stop buying it. And then what happens is plant-based 2.0. Meaning, you show directly the mushroom, but with the taste of mushroom. Okay, you don't try to fake the meat, but you are actually something which is beneficial for your body, the mushroom itself. Okay, so they got bored with that. Okay, now this one is the reason why I want to ask you about FOMO and JOMO. In your case, based on study, 40% among 1,500 young students populations around the Asia as well as US and Europe, 40% of them prefer to wait become a JOMO than FOMO. Who is JOMO here? No? It's okay, no need to be afraid. Who is JOMO? Yes. Why do you have to be a JOMO, not FOMO? Okay, good. Ken. So rather than you spend a lot of money for nothing and then not impactful for you, and at the end you are nyesel abis. Okay? So, and then minimal process. Who knows about ultra processed food? Why people say that, oh, it's so bad for you? What is the difference between minimal processed and ultra processed food? Okay, so maybe during the processing from the farmers itself, I'm not saying for all, yeah, but maybe a lot of bacteria or microbiological and so on, another reasons that they cannot process it according to the standard, so it makes you sick later on. Okay. Hi, Pa. Okay, so you want to join? Oh, okay. Oh. You want to be one of my students? Okay. Yes, Pa, please join. I have one empty chairs.
I want to see for myself how you're all gonna do with a real lecture.
Oh, okay. Okay. Anyone know what is a half portion menu? If you go and we hang out with your friends, nasi setengah aja. It's not just like that. But having a half portion menu, you are expecting you get the same satiety effect. It means you halve your calories, so to say not 1,000 calories, so you just consume 300 or 500, but you get the same satiety effect. That's why people try to buy or consume a certain like tablets or capsules in order to press or to boost the satiety, okay, and to press the hunger. Okay, so expectations. With all the limited budget that you have, okay, I'm not saying that everyone have a limited budget, meaning that you think first before you actually want to pay for a certain food, which is nowadays being so much trend. Okay, so who likes matcha? How much is the most expensive matcha that you pay so far? Anyone know? You want to try? Oh, I think the ladies. So ladies, how much matcha did you spend? The highest one, the most expensive one. You don't remember? Yes. 250,000. Okay. Why do you pay for that 250,000 for a cup of matcha? Because of what? Because of TikTok. Okay, so you are a FOMO person. So I ask you, who is the JOMO? Okay, will you pay for 250,000? Maybe you kind of wait for her review, whether it's actually worth it or not. And then in order to believe that review, you need to know what? Do I have the amount of budgets, or can I trust her? Okay, because a lot of TikTok reviewer, or I'm not saying specific person, but when you try it, it's zong, right? I mean, like you go to BSD or Gading Serpong, so far away, you pay for a lot of money, and then at the end, it doesn't worth it. It's not worth it. Okay, so that's why a lot of company, they try to bring a trust in order for you to trust my price. In order for you to pay for 250,000, of course, you need to trust that person, or you need to trust that brand. Let's say Haagen-Dazs. If Haagen-Dazs come out with matcha, 250,000, of course lah. I mean, like, I don't know, yeah, whether at least you have a trust of the brand image. So, but you know what the functions of a yogurt, right? Because it is something that the advertisement, they try to sell the concept of eating yogurt could ease your constipations. Okay? So that's why whatever you eat, they try to, if I eat fiber, let's say, so you know about fiber benefits. Okay? So if I eat fiber, what happened to my constipations? But you need to be careful what kind of fiber. Yeah? Because some fiber will actually makes a constipations. That's why some fiber types, they ask you to drink more. Okay? So, old school versus the new school. Old school, when I have constipation, I eat yogurt. But the new school, do you know about symbiotics? Ever heard about symbiotics? So, imagine your gut is actually a plantations, let's say. So you need food. Okay, seed is actually your probiotic, but you need prebiotic, which is the food. In order for the seed to grow, what kind of food do you need? Soil, and then what else? Water. What else? Sunlight is actually the postbiotics one. So, prebiotics is the food for the bacteria. Probiotic is the bacteria itself. And the postbiotics is actually the bacteria who is actually die already in your gut systems, but they still have functions, which is in this case, the sun, the air is actually the postbiotics in order for the plantations to grow. Okay, so that's why it is no longer probiotics. Nowadays, if you want to develop a food, you need to have this concept: prebiotic, probiotic, as well as postbiotics. Okay, trend number 6. Have you ever heard about mind balance? Relax. When you drink this, you will feel relaxed. When you are so stressful for the exams, and then you take some chocolates in order to ease your anxiety. Okay, dopamine, so anything related with the hormonal balance or hormonal levels. Okay, so that's why nowadays, if you go to Indomaret or if you go to supermarket, whatever, not just whatever, yeah, some snacks, they claim that when you drink this, and then you will feel more relaxed. They even stated relaxed. If you go to Indomaret, so it's like a glass of a bottle. It states that it's relaxed, for relaxing your mood. Okay, why? Why nowadays is so important to buy something related with relaxed? Why do you think when you eat something, you are expecting to be relaxed? What happened when you are so stressful before the exam? What happened? Huh? Lost focus. Yes, good. What else? Panic, anxiety, and then constipations, or maybe you go to toilet like 10 times before the exams. So because it is so stressful, you need something to ease your stress. That's why a lot of food industry, they offer you something relaxed. It will improve your body. So they no longer see the physical health, but they come into something cognitive mind. So to make you more focused, to make you more relaxed. Okay, so we still have 3 more, actually 10. Trend number 7, functional botanicals, global flavors. What do you think about this? Ever heard? Yes, ever heard like gula aren from Cirebon, or South Pacific regions, or New Zealand chocolate, or Belgian chocolate, South Pacific regions. Why? Why do they need to specify the regions? Do you know about Toraja coffee? You know about Bali coffee? If you are the coffee drinkers, so you see the different type of fruity flavors or the Robusta or Arabica taste, which is more acidic, okay? Because the region represent the value or the image of the quality of your product, okay? This one. Do you know about this one? Is it only my time or your mom's time or your grandma's time? Anyone doesn't know about this? What is this then? Yeah, what is the name of it? What is the name of it? Yes. Do you want to try? No? Yeah, you can say it in Bahasa. It's actually gem roast. But what is in Bahasa? See? You know about that. You know about the taste, but you don't even know the name. Okay? Homework. Please look what is the name in Bahasa. Okay. Nowadays, if you buy, you know sayur box, or your moms usually buy sayur box. Let's say Greenfields. If you go to website from Greenfields, they will show you where do they get the milk. How do they work together with the local farmers? How do they actually maintain the sustainable of the environments? Okay, so that's why, how do you know? Some product, there is a QR code. So you just scan it, and then they will give you a storytelling. Okay, hello everyone, there is also an AI interactive. Welcome to Sayur Box, for example. Do you know how do you get your fresh vegetable? Because we deliver directly from Bekasi or Java area. They will tell you a story. So why do they need to tell you a story? Why? Why do you need to know about the background? Why just as long as it is cheap, so I buy? Why? Yes. Yes, because the quality does matters. If you say, oh, sayur box always fresh, how do I know? By having the story behind it, so you know that what we say, what we put on our brand is actually a trusted one. Okay? Okay, last one. Nowadays, if you drink waters, do you only expect that, oh, it's a for thirst quencher or that's it? Why did you buy or drink Pocari Sweat? Why not just water after running? What is the function of Pocari Sweat? Yes, to bring back our ions. So it means when you drink a beverage, not just for thirst quenchers, right? But you are expecting what? You're expecting your body has some benefits out of it. Okay? That's why. And then, not just that, satiety. Ever heard about protein waters? You know about protein milk? Ever heard about protein waters? No? It's 20 gram of protein per 100 milli. When you drink that, you feel full. It's good for the ladies, right? Oh, I just drink waters. I feel full. No food. Okay? So, it brings something for the satiety. There should be a purpose when you drink it. Okay, so we come to the end of our lessons. Finally, no. Any questions so far? Any curhatan about the food, about gem roast? No? So, you are the consumers. You are the next generations, young generations of our consumers. Okay? It means you want something comfort. You know about you are familiar with that. You know about Indomie. When you want to buy, let's say you drink coffee. Do you want to drink coffee with chili oil? In China, there's a lot. They even put like a lot of, I don't know, cabbage inside it. You don't want to try chili oil coffee. Are you sure? It is a spicy coffee. No. Okay. So it means when you want to try something, you need to know that it is actually okay for my taste, or am I familiar with that or not? Okay. And then, is there any functions when I drink that, when I eat that? Okay. And then there's a functions between comfort. When I drink this, I feel so relaxed, and it brings functionality for my cognitive functions. I become more focused. And then when you sell Indomie nowadays or something related with the local traditions, please highlight the premium of those Indomie. Let's say, instead of just cooking in hot waters, we are using what? We are using milk. Let's say we use Greenfield in order for us to cook the Indomie. Okay? And then after that, the consumer needs to believe, where does the source of this vegetable come from? So transparency and then nutrient density, whether I want to buy or eat that. Any questions? Please ask questions. Ask questions. There is no wrong questions. So that's why please ask. You want to ask questions? But do you understand the concept of the 10 trends? Okay, can anyone help at least 3 of the trends from 10? I don't have a gift right now. Maybe I have a chocolate. But what are 3 trends out of 10 trends that we learned today? Want to try? Yes. Oh, you're making a notes. Good. So, what are those 3 trends?
I forgot the points, but
Okay. If you forgot the names, just mention about the concept. What does it mean?
from your explanation, it's like by applying technology or AI, just by scanning the QR and the background to build.
The regional, actually. Okay, so you know about the AI driven as well. What else?
So,
The Toraja coffee. Okay, good. Anyone else? I need from the men's side. Yes, you seems like you know all. Thanks God. You want to try? Okay. So anyway, I hope you guys learn about the trends. Okay, is it something that you are familiar with? I mean, like, is it something that you are related to those trends? You know about those trends. So now, FOMO or JOMO? JOMO. Because of what? Why? Why you become JOMO? Why not just FOMO? To save money. Yeah, what a great students. So anyway, that's all everyone. Thank you for today. I hope you guys learned about those 10 trends. Okay, see you next time. I hope. Okay, see you. Okay, bye-bye everyone. Terima kasih atas perhatian yang diberikan pada video pengajaran tersebut. Saya berharap mata kuliah ini dapat memberikan wawasan yang komprehensif mengenai perkembangan tren dan teknologi di industri pangan. Pada kesempatan ini, saya juga ingin mengucapkan banyak terima kasih kepada Kementerian Pendidikan Tinggi, Sains dan Teknologi melalui Direktorat Jenderal Pendidikan Tinggi, serta seluruh pihak yang telah memberikan kesempatan kepada saya untuk mengikuti sertifikasi dosen Gelombang I di tahun 2026, khususnya dalam penyusunan Pernyataan Diri Dosen pada Unjuk Kerja Tridharma Perguruan Tinggi atau PDD-UKTPT. Semoga video ini dapat memberikan gambaran yang jelas mengenai proses pembelajaran pada mata kuliah Food Science dan Teknologi. Terima kasih atas perhatian yang telah diberikan. Salam sehat dan salam kebajikan.